What's up, everybody? We are headed to a no cool. Just says AC no cool. Just a basic run of the mill call. I texted the customer I'm on my way, but I'm not sure if there's going to be a gate or it looks like a condo. I don't even have a unit number, so we'll see how this goes. But we'll see you when we get there. Is it this one down here, or?
They said it was this one. I mean, it doesn't.
Just from what it's reading, 77.
Yeah.
That's probably because it's good humidity in here, so I don't feel warm.
Yeah, those 3 floors are probably low.
Picture. The issue might be outside.
Okay.
I'm gonna make sure it's on.
You can go right through that side door right there if you want.
Okay. This one right here?
Yeah.
Oh, fun. Do some climbing.
You go down and walk around the side. We made all those panels move.
Yeah, and the bush. I just don't feel like climbing through the bushes. Let's see if it's this one. Or just gonna look for a contactor pulled in. They got 5 units here. Nope. No contactor, no fault. This one's fine. Move on to the next one. This one's working. This one's not, that one's not, that one's working. This one's pulled in. Not working, so it's probably this one. See if I can get down here. Give y'all a better look. See, it's pulled in. There's no fault. So what we're gonna do then is we're gonna check for power. I always check at the bottom of the contactor, power coming in, 0 volts. Alright, we got 0 volts. So now we need to go find a breaker. Go find the breaker and check it. Make sure this disconnect isn't pulled for some odd reason. You don't know who's been here before you or any of that. So disconnect is right there. It's off. So why is it pulled? Okay. Now we gotta see if we've done any recent history here. This is a callback. No, we haven't done anything since October of 2024. It's running. It's getting warm. I'm gonna put it back together. We're gonna go check the temp split inside. See what's going on. If it's cooling, then somebody is trying to get some free money back on this rental. It's warm air coming out of this thing right here, so I know it's probably cooling correctly. Section line's cold. What could have happened is this right here. And it froze up. Somebody turned it off. Oh, this filter's bad. Froze up when they shut the outside off. So I'm checking the temp split right now. We're at 48. Now we're gonna check that incoming temperature. 71 coming in. Temp split's good. So I'm gonna rack it up to that. Put my tools up, you know it's good. I don't know where he went. Hello, sir. You upstairs? So somebody pulled the disconnect outside.
Oh, great.
I'm only assuming it was because it might have been freezing up due to this. That's what I pulled out of the unit. Because I turned it back on, pulled this, everything looks good.
I'll get those replaced today. I'll just do them all. Holy shit.
So I'm only assuming that that's the issue because I kicked it on and it's cooling. So it's working right now. But somebody was out here, I guess, seen it froze up and pulled that disconnect.
What is the trick to this?
That's a pain in the butt. That's the trick. Well, heck, it's I'm getting all the easy ones, I guess. That one's good to go. And every floor is dirty. He's pulling the filters from the other floors, and they are slam dirty. Hit the road to the next one. All right, so we are headed to another one. No cool. The homeowner's not going to be there. She says I have access, so I'll be able to get in and check it out. Bring you guys along. See you when we get there. See if we can do 2 calls in this one video. See if they're both easy. Looks like we got a zone system here. System's off. Alright, we cut it on. Got the Honeywell zone system. We got a train unit right here. This thing is iced up. So we're gonna throw it in heat mode. I think it's 1 unit probably. Alright, first things first, check the air filter. Alright. Ta-da! We got a dirty air filter. Oh yeah, look at that. Super iced up. Alright, so here's the issue that I've seen. We got 3 dampers. Damper up there, and a damper over here. When I've turned them all to heat mode, only one was open and the other 2 were closed. It's wired up power to close, so that means power to close, spring to open. When it loses power, it's supposed to spring open. If it's not springing open like it should, then I might try to run a wire to spring or power open and power close to see if that'll fix it. If not, we're gonna have to quote out a whole new damper. But I'm gonna do the wire first just to see if that fixes it. I have it jammed open to level 3, like manually open right now. But it should be sprung all the way open, and it's not. So I want to see if I can get it to do what it's supposed to with adding power to maybe the open. Alright, so I got power, common to power. This should have a green indicator light. When you have power here to common or to open, and red for closed. I'm getting voltage to here, and I'm not getting in. I think this damper's bad. So that being said, I'm going to do the same thing to that one and see if that works. See how this one's all the way open? That's how it should be. It should spring all the way open. That one is sprung all the way open too. So maybe I'll go turn those 2 off, and just to verify that those are working. And maybe our only issue is this damper here. So I just hit that one up there. I just turned it off. So I should click here in a second, and that should power it closed, and the red light should come on. So yep, see there's a red light. It's slowly powering, closing. Alright, I'm gonna kick it back. I'm gonna kick it back on. Look at the excess. This damper is just to push any excess so we don't have static pressure issues. I'm gonna kick that back on now, and we're gonna see. I'm gonna set this back to 1. But we're gonna see if that one opens like it's supposed to. And then I'll do the same thing for this one. Alright, as you can see, it just clicked on and it opened up fine. This went down to maintain static pressure. Now I'm gonna go turn this one off, see if it turns off fine, turn it back on, and then we'll try this one again. It's always good just to double check, just to be sure. But I'm pretty confident that that damper's bad because I powered that green light to open, and it should show green saying that it's open right now while it's running, and it's not. So that's telling me there's something bad in that damper module itself. Alright, this one is off. We're gonna go back upstairs and see if it shuts. Okay, so if you're curious on how an actual zone system works, this zone has 3 zones here, and red will tell you it's not on, and it's see how it closed. That's the one we just shut off here downstairs. But you're gonna have your thermostat, their power going to your thermostat, each one. Here's it right here, it's even labeled thermostat. So we got 3 thermostats, and these thermostats are usually tied to the zone that's right next to it. Like this is zone 3, this is zone 1, and this is zone 2 right here. Now right here is going to be your main power that comes in from your transformer in your unit. It's going to power this board, and then from there it's going to go right here. It's going to go back to your air handler, and all this is going to power your equipment and signal outside to the condenser. And then the board sends power to your thermostats. Your thermostats tell it to cool, heat, and then tells the equipment what to do, and tells it to open the zones. So that's pretty much, I don't know if that's a simple way, but you got power coming in, power going out, power coming in and out, telling all this equipment and everything what to do. So, alright, so I turned this one back on. It sprung open. It's on the open position now. I turned this one off. So the last thermostat we have told this powered it and told it to close. So I'm going to go turn it back on, see if it opens now. Alright, I kicked it back on, and we should see this kick on and then start going and open, and this light will go off, indicating there's no more power ran to close it. So it should, once the power is lost to close it, it should spring open. And you always want to install power to close, spring to open dampers in HVAC units, so you're not causing any airflow restrictions. Okay, with the meter on, this board here, how you're going to measure it, what I do is once everything's on and running, I'll do voltage between here and here, see if we're getting voltage, and you can hear my thing beeping. Here, let me see if I can get it here so you guys can see it while I'm working on it. But you put your leads here, and then on the power to open, see it's getting power to open. So that's saying that we're getting communication through this board. Thermostat is telling this board I'm on to open this damper, and this damper is doing the rest, is powering the damper to open. But these are spring open, so you don't necessarily need power, so they never ran power. They just ran power to close. So when it's not running, it will send power. As soon as this thermostat kicks off saying I don't need air anymore, then this board will send power to the closed side. See how right now we have 0 volts, and it'll close these dampers. So that's basically how a zone system works. You got one thermostat controlling the damper and the equipment, and then each thermostat will control their separate damper and the equipment. You can't run one thermostat in heat and one in cool. It won't let you. It'll just be acting weird and do some funny stuff sometimes. They either ought to be in cool or they ought to be in heat mode. So that's the only downfall, but only because it's a heat pump and is maintaining that reversing valve. but that's pretty much the basics. If I wasn't getting voltage to closed or to voltage going out to open, I would say this is a bad zone board and we need to change it. And you could check that also by going to the zone we're having issues with, which is this one. But I'm getting power, as you can see, going out, and when I tested the zone, you can tell I get power going in. I like these Honeywell dampers because they will actually give you the light indicating that it's got power too going in and out. But it's also best for best practices to double check your power here to make sure you're actually getting a full 24 volts and no weird voltage going to it, because that could also indicate a bad board. But right now everything is working fine, and I'm pretty sure we have a bad damper. So I'm gonna give them an estimate for that damper. All right, thanks for watching, guys. I don't know if I explained the zone thing very well, but I hope you guys did take something from it. And if you did, make sure you hit that thumbs up, like, and subscribe. And I appreciate you guys for watching and commenting, and we'll see you on the next one.